So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. Y'all say a prayer.
Watching Wednesday, we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Watching Wednesday, we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Watching Wednesday, we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do. Bigfoot's no joke and monsters are real. Never forget they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Joking monsters are real. Never forget they'll make you the meal. Sit back, relax and be a smart fella. Listen to the experts, Jerry and Ella. Wednesday, we laugh, we have fun. But we're serious too when we point out the dumb things that you do.
I guess.
Amos 9, verse 2. Though they dig down to Sheol, from there my hand will take them. And though they climb up to heaven, from there I will pull them down. And we'll pray. Father, we thank you for your protection. We thank you that it's been another beautiful day. You got us through another week. We thank you for your blessings every day, even the ones that we take for granted and don't notice. Lord, forgive us for that. We thank you for it all. We thank you for giving us a stream that will be without interruption and no electronic problems. We thank you for your protection over the stream, over everyone who views it. Give everyone eyes to see and ears to hear so that they understand the purpose of us doing these videos, so that even though we may do it with a sense of humor, you gave us that sense of humor, and Lord, we still know that there's a lesson in there, and sometimes humor is the best way to teach a lesson, just like you do with us at times. We thank you for that, Father. Um, let us never be offensive to you. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, do you want me to adjust this?
Yeah, let me back the TV up
Okay.
carefully because of the light. It'll take us just a second. Then I think let's put that on the
Here on this desk.
put this. Low battery. Give us another second. That's probably a little better.
I'll change it to a
Hmm?
I'll change it to a different port. Okay.
It's a little better.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll work. So we have 4 Facebook group pages, and let us know if you can hear us. We want to make sure that you can hear us up pretty good. Looks like it. So we have 4 Facebook group pages. The Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, Antlers and Surrounding Areas. Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman, WOMBMAN, and Sun Center and Database. The Predator, Bigfoot, and the Spiritual Warrior's Path, and Lead Tracker E on Facebook. And we put more information up there also. Lead Tracker E's channel, Bigfoot Predators and Spiritual Warfare. Go there, like and subscribe, and you can get updates. All these channels have different information, and you can get all the information if you join. Is this sideways?
Crooked.
Yeah. But let me. I'll do it. Illustrator. There we go. And this channel, of course, is Sasquatch Choctaw Tracking. Interviews, lessons, and we actually have a
Talk loud.
to talk louder.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have one of our books, Predator, Bigfoot, and Spiritual Warrior's Path. Very important book to have. Very thick, lots of information. And if you don't have this book, you will be like a lot of the channels out there, a lot of people without the information. And without the right information, it can cause problems. Also, this book has been translated to Spanish, Pa Grande el Predator, or Pa Grande el Predator y el Sendero de Guerrero y Espiritual. One of our other books, Bigfoot Gifters. That's a good book for someone who, not a thick book, it's a chapter out of our new book that we're working on. But it is a very important chapter for people who gift and people we're going to be talking about tonight also and critiquing. They're also gifters, but we'll get to that in just a minute. But this book has also been translated into Spanish. Las Ofrendas de Pa Grande, the offering, the Bigfoot offerings, and all the things that come with that. A lot of people don't know what can happen once you start becoming a gifter or to entice a Bigfoot, a predator. A lot of people do know, a lot of people found out, but this book, if you know anybody who talks about it, or you see channels that do it, if you can get them to get that book and let them read it, they'll understand what they're doing. Also, our newest book, Monster Spotters. It's a children's book. Illustrations by Lead Tracker E. But the pictures are so well done that you don't even have to speak English to understand what the picture is. And it shows you the scenario that if you're out there, you're going to find these things. Excuse me. You're going to find these things, these exact pictures, and where to find them. So, Monster Spotters, children's book. And if you are not able to really talk to your children or grandchildren about these things, this book will do that for you. They'll be pointing things out and showing you. They'll be teaching you. If you let them have this book, they will teach you. And it will keep them safe because they'll know what they're talking about or what they're looking at. Also, the new webpage, PredatorBigfoot.com. It will take you to Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path webpage where you can find the playlist, where to order books, and links that will help you, especially for the new people. If you go to that, you'll find all the links from very important links. We put everything together for you. It's just a quick place to get some of the information that you need quick. Also, tonight is our Watching Wednesday, so this is a fair use copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. And it's used for criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. So we want to put that up there to let everybody know that we're going to be critiquing some other people's work, what they're doing in the field. If they're doing good things, we let people know they're doing good things. But the majority, they're not doing the correct things out there. So we're going to go to the comments and see who's all here, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with Watching Wednesday. So sit back, relax, get your popcorn, get you some coffee, get you something to snack on. Let's say hello, and then we're going to get started. Oh, also, very soon, we're going to have the top researcher in the Bigfoot community. His name is yeah, that's him. His last name's crazy.
No, Corray.
Corray. K-I-R.
I had made a comment about the danger of the predator of the Bigfoots on a comment, and he told me twice that I was full of crap, and so we invited him on the show tonight actually to tell us about that, or tell us. He said I was full of crap, and he
knows because he said he will also.
He's the top
researcher.
But you may know him as Dr. Squatch.
Dr. Squatch. And if y'all do know him, especially if you're one of our trackers, kind of give us an input on him because.
So once we invited him on the channel, and I haven't even had time to read his response to Jerry yet, he did apologize for I don't remember how he put it, if he was offensive, and that he couldn't make it tonight, but to let him know to contact him and set up another time. So he is the top researcher, Dr. Squatch.
The top researcher. So very soon.
We don't know. We're going to talk to him.
Yeah. There's a lot of top researchers, I guess you would say, that we've seen out there, and
I let him know he sounds like the appropriate guest for Watching Wednesday, and that we will that's our evening when we try to teach people how they can recognize a predator Bigfoot infested area and how to stay safer. And so then that's when he apologized and said, you know, get a hold of him. He couldn't make it tonight, but get a hold of him and he'll come on and talk to us. But we'll see what he has. See what he has to say, and he can see what we have to say. But there'll be no, it'll be a respectful show. Uh-oh, what are you doing?
Nice.
I'm trying to,
I need to hook up the Wi-Fi. But the cord is hooked on something else. Alright. One computer down. Hold on. Wish we had another plug-in for that thing.
I do too. There's one I wanted to bring in from the truck. Should I grab the one from that one?
No, it's just for that thing. I meant just for next time.
Okay. But they can still hear us, yeah?
Hopefully.
Can y'all still hear us?
We're down a computer, so give us a second here. So maybe I can turn it back off. And that was my fault. I shouldn't have. I thought it was unhooked. I thought it was just unhooked. It's hooked up to something else.
Give us just a second. But I can read comments while we.
What is this cord? Where are these?
There it goes. While we wait. War Chief is here. He says, Halito, Osio, and Ola, Jerry Lead Horse, Choctaw Williams, Lead Tracker E, Warrior Thunder, and Shadow Trackers and Friends. Tracker 17 is here, saying hi to everyone.
Do you know what this is hooked up to? Or not hooked up to?
Hold on. This one?
Yeah.
What does it need to be hooked to?
Needs to be hooked. I don't know what's hooked up. Yeah. Is there any hookups right here for it?
At the top?
Yeah. You don't go ahead with
That one?
Okay, yeah, stop. Okay, looks like it's working.
You good?
All right, I think we're up and running again. So this day's just been flying by. Just not enough time to do everything, and when we try to rush, something always happens. So again, that was my fault. I was pulling on some cords.
It's okay. Tracker 17 says he put a link. He's saying War Chief beat him to it again. Thank you for putting the links to the books, and thank you for that Tracker 17. He sent us $10. Thank you very much.
Oh wow! Thank you, 17.
We sure appreciate you, and we appreciate you putting the links. He says for Australian viewers, please join Tracking Bush Predators Australia. You'll learn all about seeing the predator yowie. Be sure you check out that link. He's saying please like, share, and sub. You're on top of it today. Well, you always are. Shadow Tracker J says blessings, War Chief.
Shadow Tracker J.
She's saying blessings
War
to
Chief.
everyone. Yeah. Jamie Christopher is here. Hey, Jamie.
Who's Jamie?
Jamie is a friend of Joyce's, or of Shadow Tracker J's.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
glad you're here. We're just we're always very cautious of any new people in the room if somebody doesn't already know them. But we're glad you're here. And I had read earlier that everybody's saying hi back to Jamie, and Shadow Tracker J says Christopher is a personal friend of mine. Be extra nice to her.
Okay.
And Tracker 17 says any friend of yours, Shadow Tracker J, is a friend of mine too. Yes. Shadow Tracker J says, oh, you're the best, Tracker 17. 17 says, I have my moments. Graybeard says, good evening, friends. Hey, Graybeard. Tracker 17 says, he's changed the color of his beard to green beard. And he says, great to see you too. That's just an autocorrect. War Chief says, Halito Graybeard, and blessings to Graybeard from Shadow Tracker J. Graybeard's greeting everyone. War Chief says, technical difficulties. Yes. Well, they weren't the first time you asked, but they were just a second ago.
Yeah, they were still having them too.
And then he let them know that we were about to start. Joining in the prayer.
No, I guess we didn't need that one hooked up. I think that goes to the.
So is something still wrong?
Yeah.
Why don't you just turn the whole thing around?
Anyway, go ahead.
JR is here, says, hello all, we can start now that JR is here.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie says, Shadow Tracker, he's watching, not sure if he'll be in the chat. I must have missed who they're talking about. Tracker 17 says, I am your battle axe and weapon of war, Jeremiah 51:20. Perfect, Tracker 17, perfect. K Neff is here. Hey, Tracker K. Everybody's greeting everyone. War Chief says his tomahawk knows no bounds. Beware. Shadow Tracker J says, I've got your backs with my sword of the spirit.
All right.
Graybeard put the verse in there for us.
There we go.
Are we up and running?
Yeah, that one was pulled out a little bit, just a little bit.
We got the sound corrected. Scott is here. We were talking about you today, Scott. We're going to give you a call soon.
Yes.
Glad you're here.
Let us know if you're going to
You
be
must have heard us talking about you.
Be in the area.
JR says that adjustment makes it clear now. Thank you. We turned off the air conditioner. Scott saying hi back to everyone. Everyone's saying hi to Scott. Graybeard says, Lee Tracker E, you're an awesome illustrator. Thank you. Jerry is too. He just doesn't do it as much. Tracker 17 says, excellent pictures. You're a true artist, LTE. Thank you. Tracker 17 says, water for me. I'm fasting. Shadow Tracker J is fasting also. Melissa Cronenwetter is back again. How you doing, Melissa?
All right.
She says, good evening. I finally made it to a live podcast sort of on time. We were sort of on time too. So it's okay. Looking forward to tonight's review and learning from the pros. Thank you, Melissa. Tracker 17 says, halito to Melissa, which means hello in Choctaw. And everyone else, we're all greeting her. And she says, can you hear me now? I think she's making a joke. Graybeard says, hello, Melissa Cronenwetter and anyone else I missed. And she can hear us. She can hear us very well. Good, good.
Oh, good.
Jamie's waving. Kelly's here. Kelly made it.
Hey,
She
Kelly.
says, hello all. Grateful to be able to jump on while on break at work.
Oh, okay.
For a little while she's here. She's sending peace, love, light, and so grateful for everyone here. Melissa says, I'm new to your channel. I saw Jerry on Josh Turner's channel, PRT, and Jerry impressed me with his knowledge. Josh Turner said some wonderful things about Jerry and Lee Tracker E. Thank you, Melissa.
All right.
Appreciate that. Judy Wheeler's here.
Judy
Lisa
Wheeler's
Lou is here.
Lisa Lou.
Haven't seen her in a long time.
All right.
Intermittent fasting for her. She's lost a lot of weight doing that too. Everybody's happy to see her. Kelly gives the verse of the week for her is 1 Peter 5 verses 8 through 9. More greetings of everyone. War Chief says he has to say Judy, Judy, Judy.
Yeah.
Kelly saying welcome, Melissa, and Judy saying halito Tracker 17. So we're caught up on the greetings so far.
And our computer's back up.
And thank you for your patience. We've got this is our BS bell for those that are new. If we see something on Watching Wednesdays that we highly disagree with, we think it's foolish, or we think we call it our BS bell. And we ring that when we remember. We try to remember. We have our trusty pointer sticks for the TV that are mini blind rods. We're on our second set. I think we poked the TV a lot. when we point things out on the TV with our pointer sticks.
I can tell if that screen's blurry or, well, it just came in. It's okay now.
It's okay?
Yeah,
Okay. Where's the remote? Do you have it?
it's right there. Ring that bell, ring that bell. And we're going to have to move some stuff in just a moment.
Turn off some lights. So again, fair use. We're watching videos that so that we can point out things that we would do differently. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we get very frustrated or irritated, more out of concern than anything, you know, because we do take it very seriously.
And these are Michigan, no, Minnesota.
This is Minnesota
Minnesota Bigfoot Research
team.
We have
That
to move
thing's
that.
kind of in the way, isn't it?
Yeah, then we're gonna have to set this up.
Need to set what up?
Okay, give us a second. You're gonna have to go to history.
We're not real high tech here. We literally turn our TV around and turn the So I think we were going to watch this one first and then go to that one. So this is Minnesota Bigfoot Research Team. And we're actually going to watch two videos from them. This first one has 43 views and it's from 3 weeks ago. And it's called Back in the Field, Squatching Phone Videos. Is this the one? Yeah, the 10-minute one.
This is weird because this is, oh, okay, I see what it's going. We need to clean the lens also, camera. Give us a second again. We want to clean the lens so that you're able to see better. Where's your lens at? Oh, there it is.
We want to make sure it's as clear as possible for you.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot better. Sure, I got this in here for you.
Melissa says, oh, wait a second. Go back out. War Chief says, ring that bell, ring that bell. Kelly says, or he might be singing that song. Kelly says, haha, good one, War Chief. And Melissa says, if you're ever running short of shows to review for Watching Wednesday, any interviews on Flash of Beauty YouTube channel will keep you busy for many Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's where we get most of the material from, Melissa. In fact, there is a playlist that says Watching Wednesdays if you want to go back and catch up on any of the others. Totally agree. A lot of Bigfoot lovers on there. Still crooked. That's better.
Okay, that's probably about the best we're gonna get for right now. Yeah, I think the whole TV should be good enough.
You ready?
Yeah, let me get a.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn off all the lights.
Okay, that's where she says flash of beauty. Okay, flash. Yeah, sure will. All right, we're gonna cut the lights and we're gonna get started. Now, this is the Minnesota Bigfoot Research Team. We seen today. It was not sure how. I think we just turned the TV on. Then we were looking for.
I looked up Bigfoot hunters.
Oh, Bigfoot hunters, and we found.
This was the first one we saw, and we said this will do, but it's not this one. It's actually the one we're going to watch second. But we found it first.
So
we found this one, but we're going to watch this one first.
Yeah, we're going to kind of give you a what they're doing, kind of.
Same people.
And let's kind of see what they're doing, because there's supposed to be some kind of scientific with book smarts.
With book smarts?
It was in their heading or something.
Oh, yeah, boy, it's on that phone. They do a lot of research. Scientific research is what they say.
This is on 942.
It's on the wrong phone.
Are you sure this is the right one?
Yes.
No, this is the second one. This is about
I thought you wanted to watch the second one first.
The first one was he was sitting at a
Because if you were harder,
he was at a park table. Maybe it's that one, back of the field or something.
That's what we were just on.
No, we were doing a co-investigating.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't move far enough.
Okay.
I'm prepping a couple of sebum collection traps. I'm prepping a couple of sebum collection traps.
I'm going to turn it up a little bit here.
I'm prepping a couple of sebum collection traps, and basically what this entails is, well, first off, what sebum is that waxy, oily substance that is said to be left behind the Bigfoot. The amino acids, the fatty acids that come out of the pores and stuff, aka like a fingerprint. So we got a couple of these really pretty blue, reflective, highly reflective, so you can see the handsome cameraman back there.
Hello.
I was just on it. And what we're going to do is we're going to adhere some hook side Velcro in hopes of snagging possible hair fibers. And we're going to place a GPS tracker on there. So if there is, if they come up there, and why we got something so reflective is that how often do they see themselves in the?
Well, actually, they see themselves whenever they go to people's homes and look in their windows. Car, when they look in cars, they look in the mirrors there. There's plenty of places where they can see themselves if they want to see themselves. So, but it's a decent idea, but what they do and how they set it up is wrong. That they don't. I think they think that trail cameras are going to work as far as getting a picture with these things. So let's just go a little further, because right now they're taking the advice of somebody else. This is not their idea. It's someone else's that they're taking and using. So it's not their idea.
Besides by water. So hopefully this will entice them. They'll see something shiny. They'll be able to come up here and hopefully they can just take a look at it, see themselves. And actually, this is my good friend Doug Highcheck's idea to.
Doug High-Tech, right?
High-Check?
Or High-Check. And even Warchick says when they drink water, they see themselves. They sure do. So this guy is also taking this idea from Doug High-Check.
Uh-huh.
So this, again, is not this guy's idea.
Yeah. And we can tell you that we use and we recommend that people, if they're being stalked at their houses, that they put mirrors in their windows facing outwards, because Bigfoot does not like to look at itself. They're not curious to look at themselves. They don't like the way they look.
Put a mirror in a window one time because Bigfoot kept coming to the house every night. And once it got a look at itself and seen its own eyes, it let out a snort that's like 100 human snorts. It was like, huh, kind of like that, but you could hear it.
Disgust.
Yeah, it was like they shook, kind of like, you know, they seen themselves and didn't like what they seen. They made that noise. It was kind of funny at the time, but they also smell your cooking vents, or your stove vent that goes outside, and your bathroom vents also. So we would put Clorox. We'd clean it out. Then we put Clorox rags in those vents at night and let them get a good whiff of Clorox also. So you can also, you'll get them to do that snort if you do those things also.
Implement something like this in research. And this is a technique that, that you guys want to keep an eye out for as well, on what we implemented when we were shooting for Legend Meets Science 2 years ago. And that's going to be coming out here, so stay tuned for that. So we're going to implement that in this area in hopes of, like I mentioned, collecting some kind of hopefully fingerprints, waxy substance on there, hopefully by a Bigfoot. And if they like it enough, they take it and we can track it down and then recover this plate here, and hopefully also have some hair follicles on here as well. On top of that, we're also going to be using on a couple of food stations as well.
So these guys are gifters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're
Yeah, there's a bag of apples. Actually, you can't see it in this one. In a different part, you can see a bag of apples over
He's
there.
holding.
Okay.
It's kind of blurry though. But these guys are. I think there's a documentary called Legend Meets Science or something, and these guys are actually on their website or group page or whatever it was. It was saying that they use science and what's the word for people who write books?
Academic researchers.
Academic researchers. So
not field researchers.
Yeah, not experts, people who write books. And if you've read any of those old books, there's no information in there. And their information is go wood knock, go give them some food, go. We're going to get to a lot of things that these are Minnesota researchers. And I only know what this guy's name is. But I don't see the scientific part in this. And the things that they do is just, we wouldn't do it. So
in fact, we would advise against doing it.
Yeah, the things that they do, we advise not to do. But these
the
are
mirrors used in a different way. Definitely don't gift.
And like if we was to use a mirror, it would be for a game cam to be reflecting what's coming the other way. And you can use that game cam with a mirror to catch movement if you pass by it. It's weird how it works, but it will catch some things.
You know, we have really nothing to lose. We're going to put a camera trap up. And so all of this.
His camera trap is called a game cam, right? So he thinks that his game cam is going to work also. And I don't know how long they've been researching or doing. 3 weeks ago, it's got 43 reviews. Wow. This is the first time we had somebody that's got such a low review, low views.
Yeah.
Usually they got 500,000.
I'm not sure. I'll look in just a
Or
second. To see how many.
17,000. But this guy's, I think they're just people who are interested in it or something. Even though they're called a research team, they just don't seem like they know what they're doing. They're doing exactly like we talk about. They're doing whatever you find on the internet, all those other Bigfoot channels, they're all doing the same thing. Unless they have our book or took the course, they all do the same thing. And they're all so far way back there that you can already tell if you already know what they're going to be doing for their research. And I didn't even think about it till just now that they're all on the same page. I mean, there's nothing new. When we watch this, there's nothing going to be new about what this research team is doing.
You're not going to learn anything good to do.
No, you're going to learn all the wrong things that they're doing out there.
Something interesting stuff, techniques and stuff like that. So other than that, that's kind of what we got going on right here. And okay, you want to do this one? Oh, we're live right now. Live right now, buddy.
And there's actually a blind behind this guy that they're not paying attention to either.
Buddy, how do you flip this? There we go. There's Mr. Abe himself.
Let me get my phone real fast because we just did a thing with the Whistler.
You need light.
Yeah, I don't know where the phone went. Give us 1 second. We need one light.
Yeah, that's right there.
There it is. But before this guy gets started on this, let me and we put this up what, 2 days ago or something?
Yesterday, I believe.
Okay, give us 1 second. Oh, yesterday, okay. Now
this might be one of the. Why don't you tell? A lot of people in farm.
okay, so this is what we put up yesterday. Just pay attention to what the sound is. So we put that up yesterday for everybody to listen to. But usually you're going to hear that about 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And this is when they're calling all of the predators back into hiding. So on this stream right here, they actually get the same call back because these guys are in the area. And this place has a lot of Bigfoot activity. You're going to see the blinds and everything. But this is what they're listening to. They just don't know what they're listening to. But all these predators are being called back, back into hiding right now because these guys are out there.
So it's going to be kind of cool to see. We're kind of in the opening area here, just to kind of give one better advantage of picking this up and for the Ohio Hall to come down. Did you hear that?
I've been hearing it, but I wonder if it's like a siren. Because I thought I heard a horn after.
There it is. I can hear it again.
You're standing right there in front of a blind, not seeing it.
That's so awesome. Call Black Drone Thermal Imager.
So anyway, that's a predator Bigfoot calling other ones back and to go into hiding. And they usually do that about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. But it's a long whistle. It's a long, low whistle. See if I can do it. And it'll sound like I'm do it better. And you'll hear that whistle 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. But it's to call the other predators back. So these guys are out there making a lot of noise. They've got drones up. So the main predators are telling them, you know, until they pass, go into hiding. Because these guys got drones. They got other equipment out there. They got a team, cameras. So these predators aren't, well, they're predators. They know that people are looking for them. They're not out there hunting deer. They're not out there camping. They're not hiking. These people are looking for something. And even War Chief put it up there. Yeah, that's a retreat whistle. That's to get back into hiding. They're listening to it and they don't know what it is. And these are what they call researchers. And maybe that top researcher will know this call whenever we get to interview him. But I doubt it. But you're going to hear that. And also they have a chirp that they mimic everything out there. But one of their go-tos is so if you hear that chirp also out there, those are predator Bigfoots. And they also have those moan kind of calls, but these guys don't know what they're listening for. And we're going to get into it a little bit further, but these guys really don't know what they're doing. But these are the Minnesota researchers.
It's cool.
That's cool.
Really cool.
Which direction would you say it's coming from?
They have 1.7 thousand subscribers.
Wow, that's pretty good. Let's see. Kelly of the Most High says,
I don't want any part of them. They are so dark. Exactly.
they sure are.
Graybeard says, food station. They are food, but don't know it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're the food.
They're
Yeah.
food in the pantry, especially if they keep coming out bringing them food too. They're useful for now.
Yep.
Tracker17 says, researchers, in quotes, inviting Bigfoot to see itself, then maybe they'll become our friends. What could possibly go wrong, right?
Yeah.
Kelly says, so true, Graybeard. Tracker17 says, theoretical researchers read a book and know nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly says, imagine that, Tracker17. Tracker17 says, LOL exactly to Kelly. Tracker17 says, amazes me, researchers miss what they're supposed to be looking for. Yowie researchers are exactly the same. Tisk tisk.
It is. And they're walking past all these
They gotta like duck to get through and go
blinds.
around.
Yeah.
Like, but they're not teaching people. They're not pointing out this is this, this is that.
Mm-hmm.
So do they not know, or do they not think it's important? Shadow Tracker J says, looks like they're more interested in filming themselves than anything else.
They sure are. They were talking through that whole thing before they finally realized. And like when we go out there, we're quiet. We talk at another camp. So that once we get to a location or area, we're quiet and we whisper if we got to talk.
And we also don't eat at the same camp as what we're like. If you're gonna be sleeping in a tent somewhere, which we don't even recommend that, but if you were have your sleeping area different from the place where you're eating, go do that somewhere else and then come back to sleep. Don't have your food all there where you're gonna be laying down and putting yourself in a vulnerable position at night.
And that should be common sense, but people have taught people to do that for centuries.
Yeah.
And you'll see campers out there cooking where they're eating, cooking where they're sleeping. And then whenever they go to bed, even the raccoons, the cougars, everything comes in to see what they can find for scraps or anything.
I did it myself until I knew better. War Chief says retreat whistle.
Yeah, pull them back in.
Tracker17 says selfie meals. Shadow Tracker J.
Yeah, selfie meals in a box.
War Chief says we don't whistle out in the woods. Absolutely not.
Sure don't. I'm surprised these guys didn't whistle back.
Night Star says, hey everyone. Hey Night
Hey,
Stars.
Night Stars, look at that.
Shadow Tracker J says Tracker17, she's laughing. War Chief says halito Night Stars. Shadow Tracker J says blessings Night Stars. JR says Night Stars hello. Tracker17 says halito Night Stars the third. LOL. Melissa says these researchers have no idea what they're getting themselves into. No, they sure don't.
They sure don't.
You're gonna fit in just fine, Melissa. JR says it's a form of intercommunication with PBS, PBF, Predator Bigfoot. They are practicing. Exactly.
It sure is. And it gets worse.
The second video is better than this one.
And when it started off, these guys, it kind of seemed like they kind of knew what they're doing. And then they said, well, this is an idea from somebody else. And I'm like, oh, okay. So these guys, they're using someone else's idea. So these guys don't know what they're doing. They're talking more than anything. They're not looking around. They don't know what to look for. They got blinds all around them. If they wanted hair samples, go get all of the leaves from those blinds and go through pull out every leaf and, separate the debris, and you're going to find hairs that are in that debris in those blinds. If they want hairs, they can do that.
This says they've been up since August 1st of 2017. So we're talking 7 years.
Okay, so they don't know anything really. But there's many ways to get hair samples if you want. But these guys are walking past some of the prime places. And we had bags of debris like that from places, and there's hair samples in those. But these guys expect Bigfoot to come up and touch whatever they want. I mean, whatever they're going to put out there for them.
Bigfoot's been doing this a long time.
More than 7 years. These guys are going to outsmart them. They've been doing it for 7 years. Come on, guys.
Where that is.
So it's coming from our northwest.
Yeah.
They can still hear that retreat whistle, that callback.
Okay, I think we're about southeast from the drone.
I wish he'd lose that gum.
There was actually a call there, and they cut it off instead of listening to it. There was an actual call right there in with that.
Kay says, I recognize that chirp sound you made, Jerry. I had chills. The 240-acre wood forest that surrounded our farm last year, we would hear that chirp at night by our fire pit. There you go.
Wow. And these are 7-year-old, let's call it 7-year-old researchers.
Well,
This is kind of, that's true. It's like a 7-year-old researcher.
but really, even length of time doesn't have anything to do with
No, it don't.
some people just catch on a lot quicker.
Sure do. And if you listen to the right people, you catch on quicker.
Some people have been doing it for
50
40 years,
over 50 years.
years.
We had a lot of people say, I've been doing this for 50 years.
and
I
they're
didn't-
still stuck back wondering if Patty film was real and arguing over it. You know?
And they say, I didn't know all this until your book, right?
Yeah, and
Until
saying I ain't never seen nothing like that.
and another one said, I've been doing this for 50 years, and I had some aha moments when I read your book.
Yeah, yeah. Or like at that one where we've ended and we had these bows that are behind us and just different things. We're like, have you seen this? Have you seen? No, I ain't
Well-
never seen nothing. And we said, well, how about this? Have you seen one of these? Oh, yeah. Have you seen this? Well, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But he didn't know that what he was looking at was sign, because they're not seeing that these are patterns and part of a hunting system.
Yeah, the bows, the pull downs, the spikes in the ground,
Pull
the
ups,
tree twists, pull ups. Yeah.
tree line skirting.
And that was a guy from Falk, Arkansas,
Yeah,
country boy who
Yeah,
lives out
yeah.
there.
a hunter, big time hunter.
Didn't know what he was looking at.
Land spikes. They don't recognize the weapons, the stakes, the spears, the clubs, because they're made out of these natural woods and they're just laying around blended in. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
He's got something on the trail. He's not picking us up.
On this trail?
Probably down that way more.
Should we go?
Yeah, you want to grab the camera?
Should we go?
Okay.
And they got
Sounds nervous.
and they also have a dark shadow right there.
We would definitely check that out.
Yep. We'd be taking pictures and blowing it up so we could see over our shoulder. We'd even take a selfie just to see if we could
With
see
it.
the eyes.
Yeah, with it behind. So you turn your back to it and take a picture like you're taking a picture of a selfie, because the Bigfoots out there are used to that. They're used to people taking pictures of themselves. And that way they're not so suspicious and they're just in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Trucker 17 says, Yowie researcher 20, 25, 29, 32, 39, 40 years, and none of them can even agree on common phenomena. Yet all of them object to what I am willingly giving them, shaking my head. They don't have the ears to hear or the eyes to see. They know just enough to put themselves and other people in danger.
They sure do. And they all have the same.
And get mad at you for knowing things.
Yeah, because you're pointing things out that they've missed forever. They do get upset. They get upset just watching our videos.
Yep.
And they always try to do whatever they can to try to bring this channel down somehow, but they can't do it.
So, by
They
the way,
can't
watch
do it.
last week's Watching Wednesday. It was a good one.
Yeah.
But, it's on our other channel, the Predator Bigfoot YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
Tracker 17 says selfie videos reveal so much. Yes. And it's not that we're wanting to take pictures of ourselves. We don't really care if we're in it or not. But, you know, maybe we'll cut our eyes to the side that we want the viewer of the photo to look.
Yeah, sometimes I'll say, take a picture of me.
And I know he doesn't mean take a picture of him. He means take a picture of what's behind him.
Yeah, I'll look at her and I'll tap my right shoulder or my left shoulder just to let her know, take a picture over my right shoulder or take a picture over my left shoulder. Just to get whatever's back there.
Tracker 17 says can be comical sometimes. LOL. They usually block me after that. LOL. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, no loss. I mean, keep it moving because there's people out there hungry for the knowledge.
Sure is. Sure is. And
because they're not getting it anywhere else. They're treading water in these other groups.
They are.
We're going to proceed on the trail.
All doing the same things.
All got the same information. They can't go forward.
Wow.
Step over the big log that just happens to be over the path.
Yeah, blocking your path. They don't want you in there. They don't want you to go in there. That's why that log's there. That even looks like some there.
That was my first, when I first started knowing what was happening, was on the property I had where these logs laid across an old, like a fire break trail, or like when a developer comes in and parts lots so they can drive down in the four-wheelers and show people the properties. And they would place these logs snapped off on both ends, almost the same length. And at first I didn't know what was going on. There was 11 to 13 of them at a time, spaced fairly evenly apart. And I'm like, what the heck? Trying to go through every explanation I could think of for natural reasons for it. And I would move the logs out of the way and then they would come back again. And then I thought, do I have squatters? Do I have, are there people growing things out here trying to keep me out? Because I was beginning to realize it was to stop me from going. I removed them again. And then they pushed over an entire tree that was 23 inches around and put, they picked the perfect tree so that, and it was a good, green, healthy tree, nothing wrong with it. And it had a full green top to it. And that full green top was now the new wall across that path. So that itself can become a blind at the root end and where they can dig in. And it can also become a blind at the big green end that dies, and it's still a big blind. And it forces you to either cut, you can't really go through it. So you're going to have to cut to one side or the other, and they can be waiting there.
Yeah.
On the far side of that trail then was where I found, later on, found the very first obviously clear structure that I've ever seen, and honestly one of the best
thing they're gonna find.
Best ones, that most well developed, and nobody's denied ever looking at that photo that that's what that was.
They're gonna find the same thing past here.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing they did, I forgot, in between that was, like, say on the far side of where those logs were further down the path, I go one day and I'm like, there's a wall of green here. Wow, how'd that grow so fast from one side to the other, And it was that they had pulled, we call this tree line skirting, and they had pulled the foliage from the left and the foliage to the right, and they weaved it all together so it made a wall. So anybody that didn't know that that path could continued would just think that path ended there. But I knew better, so I chopped it so I could, I'm like, what the heck? And I, want to continue walking on that path. And so those are just all things that they'll do, or there'll be an X there. And that's a territorial thing.
They're walking up on a big blind right here.
Yeah.
And there's a trail on the right side for animals to go through, but That debris right there is nothing but a big blind. And instead of following that trail,
they're not going to say anything about that being a blind.
yeah, they're not going to say one thing about it. And there can still be one in it. And they're going to go right past it.
And they'll add to it every year. See, like I was talking about the treetops that get pushed down. Or it may be just one pull down branch and then they add new branches and you just look. And if you're paying attention and if you hit an area frequently enough, you'll notice this is growing. They're continuing to put things in there.
Yeah, they're not telling anybody about this blind. Plus X marks the spot.
They're not inspecting it. Pardon me, excuse me.
These guys are, oh my goodness, they're walking through all these
See,
blinds.
this one doesn't look like it's even connected to the other one. This is just a little further on, blocking again.
And the bow right there. You're saying, we got things back here, but they're hunting up where these guys were. Because even on that trail or that road where they were in the beginning, they was right in front of a big blind while they was doing their interview and heard the whistle.
And then I'm sorry, we done.
I was just going to say, they just walked through that one blind. Now they're going to walk through another blind, not tell anybody what they're walking through, if they even know. I don't even know if they know.
And just like in a store, when you're herded through all those aisles to get to the cash register, but they want you to go past this and that, they want you to go past their blinds here and there, and they're directing the traffic flow through that forest.
The game, yeah.
And they'll do the land spikes. They'll do the spikes. They'll have you jumping over something to where you, and on the far side of it will be something that you can impale on or draw blood on, and that helps with their hunting. War Chief says, I just wonder if these guys know what translucents look like. Exactly.
I would say no.
I would say no.
I would say they don't even know what translucents
what
are.
fully visible look like.
No. Blinds all over
Right
the
behind
place.
other ones.
These guys are walking right through these blinds.
Not saying a word about them. They should be teaching people.
If they even know what it is.
Yeah.
They're not just either just falling trees.
But they've been doing this for 7 years for sure, and they were probably doing it before that because they didn't just jump out and start one right away. Okay. There's another one back in there.
There's a bow.
Oh, we should be using our
All right, guys, losing one here. So we're at the TP formation.
Okay, so they know where this area is, apparently. That bag is some apples. But listen to their scientific research.
He doesn't realize all the sign he passed to get to this TP formation.
Yeah.
All right, guys, losing one here. So we're at the TP formation. And we have an offering of apples.
Offering. We got to talk about the offerings.
You're offering a predator, a demon. You're providing. And this is also in the book that we put out, Bigfoot Gifters, or Las Ofrendas de Pai Grande, the offerings to the Bigfoot. Those offerings, you're saying, I can support you. I'm a good provider. I can take care of you. Mate. It's time to mate.
If you're a female, you're saying, I'll bring you food.
For them, meaning that we're not here. We want to learn from them. Repeat peaceful. We're not here to harm them or anything like
Yeah, we're
That's not what it
perfect
means.
victims. Well, in his mind, it means we're perfect victims. I mean, to the Bigfoot,
Yeah.
he's saying we're peaceful. They're hearing,
You want to mate. You can take you're gonna bring me food every day,
and they're going to bring other people out here to do the same thing.
which they're doing right now. This guy thinks you bring out supplies like that you're just coming in peace.
And they're getting people in situations of they're going to want more and more. It's just like, yeah, good Lord, have you ever given seed to pigeons or bread to seagulls? And then what happens? More and more come, more and more come, and they insist on more. Then and so then what kind of predicament do you end up getting yourself into, or someone else who comes along and doesn't know that they got to pay that homage to get passed through the forest,
And just because if this was somebody else, just because your mentality, you're thinking of something totally opposite because you don't know you're messing with a predator. So he doesn't know that this is a predator. He thinks it's some kind of
big
ape or something. And so he's thinking, well, with his thinking, we're in peace, coming in peace. We just want to learn from you. We're the good guys. But that's not what the predator's thinking. The predator's going, even just like a spider, you bring me something, I'll give you something, but we're going to mate.
Mm-hmm. And that's what that whole book is about.
Yeah. So this guy doesn't know anything about what he's doing.
He doesn't even know he's supposed to take that gum out of his mouth before he's on camera.
Mm-hmm. And he's out here with 1,000-something subscribers watching this. And these subscribers
are learning. They're going, oh, let's go get a bag of apples.
Yeah. And if the kids are watching, they're thinking, well, we can go out there and give apples and see a Bigfoot. I guarantee you don't want to see a Bigfoot, especially if you're a kid.
And you don't want a Bigfoot seeing your child.
Because these things will take you if you're out there by yourself.
Give it the proper opportunity.
Give it an opportunity.
Tracker 17 says, well, so far, War Chief, they've missed several. Sure
yeah,
have.
We've seen some. We just didn't want to.
War Chief says, thumbs up. War Chief says, they're offering themselves and just don't know it. And Scott says, they're thinking forest friends. Yep.
They sure are. These guys just
These
don't
things
know.
are not friends of the forest. They destroy a forest. They're not friends of the animals. They not only eat the animals, they sadistically kill the animals. They pop heads off. They will reach inside and turn them inside out. They do sadistic things that are not necessary for feeding.
The insides out.
They're wicked. War Chief says the professor on the movie The Thing thought he could communicate with it and it killed him. Exactly.
Also, that fact, grizzly man.
The top researcher, and I'm saying that with quotes, today, that's what he was telling me I was full of crap about, is it was some nature website or page, and they were talking about, what do you think the Bigfoots mean by this? And this guy's sleeping in an area while they're building blinds all around him, right? And he's sick. And all these Bigfoot lovers in there are saying, well, they're trying to take care of you and they're this and that. And I'm saying, no, these things are predators. And just the grizzly man thought they were his friends too until they ate him and his girlfriend. That was my comment, or the gist of it. And that's where the top researcher came in and said, you're full of crap, exclamation point.
Yeah, and if they're building around you, they're building traps. They're building blinds.
So I guess he doesn't know someone who, when they were a boy, tried to be ripped out of the bathtub by one of these things.
For them, meaning that we're not here. We want to learn from them. We're peaceful. We're not here to harm them or anything like that. And also, we kind of gave them a little mirror so they can check themselves out.
This guy's an idiot. It gets worse.
Right there. And and
Well, to
hopefully they'll
begin with,
touch some area where we can, you know, pull out some fingerprints or some sebum, the waxy substance that's left behind, that's bleed that's left behind when they touch them. And we also left them something to itch their arm if they have a bad bug bite.
Bad bug bite. Let them something that scratch your arm if they have a little bug bite.
Yeah, little.
These guys. Oh my goodness.
I like the height they left it at too. Scott says 600,000 people go missing each year. 60,000 are never found. Do the math over a decade. Thank you.
Oh wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all these people that they're blaming on human trafficking, it's not all human trafficking. Yes, that's a problem too. But a lot of it is this: the homeless people, the runaways, the
As many missing people there are
missing children.
in these state forests,
Yeah.
there should be bodies laying everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. And there's absolutely no reason except intentional that they don't have, what do you call it? Like they're not interconnected with their missing reports between the parks. That's a lie. They absolutely, you know, but they'll let on like, no, they don't. Well, we don't have that record. We don't have this record. You know, that's all in some database somewhere. War Chief says, mercy me, how much more can I take? Oh, you ain't seen nothing. Scott says this is on federal lands. Yes. Feeding ground.
So this guy put up a blue mirror and a scratchy pad at
And
about
a good way for
what's
other
that, about
animals.
5'10",
Scratched running through there.
about
Yeah.
5'10".
I know, that tickled me. I was like, what? He must have been the one who put it up.
Yeah, this is about Bigfoot height, about 5'10".
That's not even to the belly button of the one that stood that War Chief caught with his fishing hook.
Mm-hmm.
In hopes that we can get some hair follicles from there. And also, I mean, who doesn't like a selfie, right? So
Yeah, see, you were right. You were right.
Tree count right here. In all reality, we do want to leave them a peace offering.
Yeah.
A peace offering.
So he also put a camera, a game cam, facing the trap that he wants the Bigfoot to come up and touch and scratch his bug bites on. But he also put a game cam up there, which these things radiate, so you're going to see it if you can, like with night vision, you will see a game cam, so they're going to see it. And it's facing at the trap. These guys are idiots.
And how is the Bigfoot supposed to know that those white rectangles are to scratch your bug bites on?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Right? In hopes that we can get some hair follicles from there. And also, I mean, who doesn't like a selfie, right? So we got a tree camera right here.
He didn't even try to hide it.
The camera, I know we were laughing about that.
He just put it up there on that.
Oh, they'll never see it because they're going to be so absorbed with their own reflection.
They don't know what a game cam is.
No.
They don't know that this thing's going to.
They don't know what a mirror is because they haven't been looking in people's. They don't
Or
know what
water.
reflection is. They
Or
haven't been
water.
looking at windows and car mirrors and actual mirrors at people's homes. And no.
No, these people, I tell you.
He comes in peace, though.
Yeah.
Tracker 17 says, my thoughts exactly, Jerry. Idiocy indeed. Shadow Tracker J says, did they leave a hairbrush and some chapstick too?
They should.
Graybeard says, 6 foot up. What do they want? A picture of their belly button? Exactly. War Chief says, man, you're the piece they want.
Yeah.
Graybeard says, dirt, dirt, dirt. Now you see why we titled this one the way we did.
And these guys, oh my goodness, these people.
It gets better.
And these
Or
are
worse, as the case may be.
Yeah, it gets worse.
In all reality, we do want to leave them a peace offering. Last time we were here 2 weeks ago, I think we were being watched because this is the stick or the tree that was woven in here. and rested on this little springy one right here
Yeah.
and right here. And I did, when we were here, and Jeremy and I combed over this just to see if we could see any hair follicles.
No pun
And we
intended.
couldn't. So
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing. But all right, I think this area is good to go. And we'll be back. So this is probably nothing.
Probably nothing. No,
This is-
that's nothing.
It's probably nothing.
Okay.
But somehow these trees
All
fell
of
from
this.
all different
Every
angles.
direction. And it's just all dead back in there for nothing.
Every
All,
document and not document.
Look, and these aren't
It could
shelters
just be
for
off
them.
from the
They're just a way to break up their silhouette.
erosion.
yeah.
But I'm just kind of
Yeah, this natural, perfectly natural. This was a windstorm. It was a, what?
It's probably just wind damage.
Bows back here.
But look pretty cool. So
Totally
I'm
woven,
trying to get this from every angle
padded,
to document this.
just in case.
That one's bent over underneath it.
He said, probably nothing. But just in case, we'll take pictures.
All right, we'll be back.
Okay,
Was
so
that the end
now
of that one? Okay.
now,
Now we're going to.
now
Is that the one or is that ours?
that's ours, but we'll get to.
This is it. That one. That one. Yeah.
And now, so
All
these
gas, no brakes.
these guys are what do you call?
Let's say 4.5 million views. It did.
Yeah.
But okay, this is a different show, and these people are a guest on this show that's not out anymore. I don't think it's called All Gas No Brakes. And so this guy just stopped at this town. This man here stopped at this town and found these people.
Now we're
And
gonna.
he's interviewing them.
This is that was their book. What's the word again?
Now this was, by the way,
Book smarts.
yeah, that was their scientific research, their scientific methods,
What's the book word?
the academic.
Oh yeah, academic research.
Yeah. And
This is their scientific
okay,
research.
now
coming
this
up.
was 4 years ago, and what you saw today is how far they've advanced. What you just saw a minute ago, that's it. That's where they're at. But oh Lord, we couldn't wait for y'all to see this one.
Tracker 17 says, "Peace offering, so delusional."
War Chief says, I hope that I can stand it if it gets worse. Oh boy.
Hey,
K-Nap
it's
says,
about to
"You
get
can,
worse.
You're War Chief. You're
It's about to get worse.
Kay says, oh my, can't see the forest for the trees. Tracker 17 says, I
Yeah.
think it will, War Chief. War
Yeah.
Chief says, this is really the blind leading the blind. And Tracker 17 says, can't see the blinds for the trees. That's a good one. Can't
That's a
see the
good
blinds for the trees. That's perfect.
Now, this is their scientific field research now.
And
The one before was an idea from,
the guy from Monster Quest, producer.
yeah, they got the idea from someone else to put the reflective up there and things to try to catch some
Try this,
residue.
try that.
But even if they were going to try to attempt that,
They
they put it way
applied it
too
wrong.
low, and they put a camera right on it, and they didn't even try to hide the camera. So I hope,
Let's go on.
hopefully we can find that update of them going
Of
and
what
picking that
happened?
up. Yeah, they'll probably have a
Because
deer.
that
or-
one was only like what, 4 weeks ago, 4 months ago. That one was recent, and this one's 4 years ago.
Well, I'm just saying, hopefully we can find the update on
Yeah, see what they found from that.
which will be nothing but maybe a raccoon or something. And
Y'all ain't gonna believe this.
this is the research for all idiots. And I'm gonna leave that up there. right now
Okay.
because, okay, everybody get ready because this is going to start off exactly the way.
This is who he found as the local expert, I guess.
This research reminds me of Cheech and Chong's research in the pile of dog food.
I forgot about that one.
Now, this guy, you say he's got something up to his nose right now to start off with. That's why I said, get ready because it's about to start. This is their research. The other thing that they did was an idea from somebody else, but this is their research.
It's who people are getting their advice from.
This is the Minnesota Bigfoot research team right here. This is their research. What they're doing right now is all them.
And they've expanded since these days.
Here we go.
This is pretty much the pheromone of a female graded while they're on their menstrual cycle.
He said, we're about to fight right now. I'm going to punch this guy right in the nose.
This is what?
What did you have me smell?
And look at the gusto that this guy sniffs it with. Not this one, but the other one. This is the interviewer.
And he's looking at him like, you just had me smell
like,
what?
Can I take him?
And then here's another smell.
A female.
I mean, here's another. His mouth dropped like that smile went to a frown.
It got jerked off his face.
He's like, if I could whoop him, I would whoop him right now for making me smell.
In his head, he's going, but it'd be on camera. There'd be a lawsuit. We signed a contract.
He said, I just smelled a grade 8 menstrual cycle jar.
The reality is sinking in.
Reality, yeah, what he just smelled. And the other guy, I'm going to back it up because this other guy
is all about it.
He's in love. He's in love with the
his
grade 8.
favorite sense, what it looks like to me.
He would marry a grade 8.
This is pretty much the pheromone of a female graded while they're on their menstrual cycle. Female gorilla.
Did you see that smile snap off?
His smile dropped. He said,
and he's going,
he said, we got to cut. I'm going to go throw up.
He's pointing now and he's like, you were seriously just did that to me.
You just made me smell what?
How?
Why?
Why
did you do that to me? Why did you do that to me?
You looked like you enjoyed it so much, and then
you made it smell so.
I thought it would be okay. So trackers, don't sniff things out there when people offer you something to sniff. We don't want you sniffing it, tasting it, licking it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I gotta see this guy on the right. I gotta see his face disappear one more time. That was just so, because once he realized what that guy said, his smile dropped.
This is pretty much the pheromone of a female graded while they're on their menstrual cycle. Female gorilla.
Shadow Tracker Jay says, no scratch and sniff. Got it.
Let's catch that real fast. This is talking about the research of Cheech and Chong dog food.
It's not much better, is it?
Okay, so that's a good one.
Good one, Tracker 17. War Chief says, Mama told me not to come.
Mama told me not to come here.
Tracker 17 says, LOL, Graybeard, I remember that episode of Cheech and Chong, LOL. Shadow Tracker Jay says, that's disgusting. We concur.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie's laughing. Shadow Tracker J says, no scratch and snip. Got it. She's marked it in her notebook.
She got it that down.
Something tells me she never had to be told.
Yeah.
Tracker 17 says the interviewer's expression says it all.
It does.
War Chief says BR549.
We were thinking some of that same stuff.
Scott says the trust is gone.
The trust is gone. That was his face dropped. He's like, wait, what?
That was the moment.
What? What? It's like weird. He said, if you weren't so big, I would bust you to the
Oh
nose.
Lord, and it's literally red inside there.
He said
he's calling it Sasquatch pheromone chips.
He said we would be rolling in the dirt right now if you were. If I think I could take you, I'd have punched you in the nose for that.
He's like, he's short, but he's swarthy. He looks like it works out. I don't know.
He's thinking, can I take you? Can I take you? You just made me smell.
On camera.
In front of everybody. You had me.
War Chief says I'm so laughing so hard I can't stand it.
We seen this. We said, "Yep, this is our watching." That look right there.
Yep.
He's like, "Oh my goodness!" But it gets better.
It does get better.
It gets better. Now this is the BR549, guys. This is the you don't want to be in country with these boys.
Brother, female arraying that are on their period, and Bigfoot is a great ape as well. So hopefully this will.
Well, that's wrong also, but this is from a great ape and an orangutan menstrual cycle. And you're going to tell if this film's been cut. So either he got sick or he walked away.
They had words.
They had words. I'd be like, all right, cut.
He called the producer and said, look.
You got me out here with these wrong turn. I did take a wrong turn coming out here with these guys. I got a oh my goodness.
Female grade ape, whether on their menstrual cycle. Female gorilla, female that are on their period. And Bigfoot is a great ape as well. So hopefully this will entice them or intrigue them.
How did you get this?
Actually, I got this from a guy.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
There
was a lot exchanged with them looks and some cuts.
There were some cut interviews.
He's like, okay, let's just get through this so the contract can be finished.
He said, I know a guy who, and they're nodding at each other.
I know a guy, and he's like, and you know,
yeah.
He said, I have a friend.
I have a friend who, yeah. And
I don't know. He enjoyed that scent way too much.
Yeah, he must have a good
he knows a gorilla.
A very good friend. Because they didn't say anything, but you seen the nod, so you could tell that this film was cut right there.
Entice them or intrigue them.
How did you get this?
Actually, I got this from a guy. Yeah. Sasquatch pheromone chips, as far as.
And he smelt it again. Like,
one more time before we hit the road.
One more time. I need one more smell before we hit the road. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh my goodness. And Judy says, what did Judy say?
Judy's laughing. War Chief says, I really needed a good laugh. Good. Judy's laughing some more. Scott says, DNA analysis has proven there is no great ape in the big uglies. There you go.
Yeah.
Unless they've eaten one.
Yeah.
War Chief says, that cameraman has got something to remember.
He sure does. He's like, remember that time you smelled?
I think there was just a second. Shadow Tracker J says, we don't want to know how they got it.
We really
no.
don't want to know how you got
Graybeard says,
and that's why they didn't say it.
Graybeard says, huffing the menstrual fumes.
Oh my goodness.
That should have been our title. And I was going along those lines, and Jerry said
like,
no. I came up with like 5 alternate titles.
That's making me sick just thinking about what this guy's doing. Oh my gosh.
He said it's too much.
And that's
too
also
much.
that's also why on this picture at the very end, let me take this last one off. Where it says all sense, no brains, we're talking about the sense that they're smelling with no brains.
Yeah, we're not talking about the interviewer.
But you also see the green face emoji and the throwing up
The
emoji,
puking. Yeah.
puke emoji. We put that on there too because I was like, oh my goodness. No, they're doing it. They're doing it.
And had to do it again. Melissa says, I'm laughing because you're laughing so hard. JR says he got it from a guy who thinks he's a female gorilla. Yeah. Trucker 17 says LOL JR.
And we said it's going to get worse.
Mercy, mercy, mercy.
We said it's going to get worse. Oh,
but we want you to notice here, take a look at this guy. He's still neatly tucked in. He's still holding himself together.
His shirt's still tucked in.
Hair's still okay. He's all right.
He's all right now.
Yeah. Sasquatch pheromone chips. As far as our genetics go, we're what, about 99% related to the chimpanzee or something like that.
And he says it like a question.
He does. But he may be related to a chimpanzee, but we're not related to a chimpanzee.
Not too far off to say that we can't interbreed with them.
Who's to say that we can't interbreed with them, he says. Don't tell me.
It has to be hybrids in order for their...
While he's smelling their pheromone.
While he is deeply inhaling.
Deeply inhaling their
I wouldn't want that even in my... I don't want that mixed in with my nostrils.
And then he comes up with,
does this pillow smell like chloroform to you?
Yeah,
honey?
smell this chloroform pillow.
Why would he?
Got that guy's nose up in there.
But this guy's the second time.
And he said, well, who's to say we can't mate with
them? And how is that necessary? Like, okay, so that's what it is, and that's its purpose for it. But why is it necessary for him to sniff it like that? That's weird.
It's not. And
it's
he's
weird.
Also saying that he can mate with it. And he's smelling this cycle. And, oh my goodness.
Let's see where we at. War Chief says, I sure hope I don't have dreams of this. Say your prayers before you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Graybeard says 99% of percentages are made up by people high on.
He smelled that and said, who says we can't mate with these?
Hey, teaches the D's back.
He calls them mates. He goes, who says we can't mate with these things?
She says, that's not my culture and heritage. I hear that.
I hear that.
War Chief says, Halito T. Tracker 17 says, Halito T to the D. Tracker, I think that was it. Mental illness is real, says Scott. It comes from sniffing things.
Oh, yeah.
Graybeard, in this case, Graybeard says, hello, T. Or Halito T. Hello, yeah. And Melissa says, Dr. Melba Ketchum's DNA analysis showed Sasquatch 95% human on mother's side, 5% unknown on father's side. You'll be interested, Melissa, if you look at our, what's the name of that playlist? Spider DNA?
Yeah, you're going to have to watch our, what's it called?
Just the Basics on the Bigfoot Predator channel. Look at that playlist, Just the Basics. And we go into the DNA in that one.
Yeah.
And the unknown itself is the original predator DNA. What they keep calling unknown
and
is the binding DNA from the original predator spider that can bind all these different things together into Frankenstein monsters.
And they're using the wrong sequence. They're using the human genome sequence, when they're supposed to be using a spider sequence, and then it'll make sense.
Shadow Tracker J says, blessings T to the D, and T to the D says, Hallie Toe, and what a show. She's laughing. War Chief says, Melissa, spiders have a binding DNA. Exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
and then we have the spider DNA or something with spider in the title.
Spider
title
Squatch
is a,
DNA.
yeah, Spider Squatch DNA is the
And
playlist.
reading between the lines or
Mhm.
helping to read the lines or something.
Yeah, we go into it deeply. Let's see. We missed Shadow Tracker J's.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little concerned with this man's thinking process.
And he's going out
I believe
into
we all are.
the woods with this guy.
Yeah.
And this is like Brokeback Mountain.
And looks so happy.
Kind of
Meets wrong turn.
Wrong turn deliverance.
Scott,
Muscle man.
Scott says, Melissa, the actual modern DNA portion is much lower. I think it was between 10 to 20%. The remainder was unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa says, I'll check that out. Good. And War Chief is giving a thumbs up. Okay, so they're still walking, talking.
Yeah. And he's talking about mating. He's smelling the.
This boy's getting more nervous as the show goes on.
While his shirt's tucked in, you got a nice tie on. His shirt's tucked in.
Wonder what
This
he's
guy's
gotten
talking
himself
about.
into.
He's smelling the pheromones. He's talking about that they can mate. And he's taking this young man out into the woods.
Or what? Well, 99% related to a chimpanzee or something like that. It's not too far off to say that we can't breed interbreed with them. But it has to be hybrids in order for their species to be able to thrive. Are you scared yet? No, are you scared? No.
Do that again.
I would say yes.
Did you see the look on his face with the eye contact with the cameraman? They're both scared.
Yeah.
Are you scared yet? No, you scared?
I think he wants him to hold his hand. He said, hold my hand if you're scared.
I'll hold you. Come, let me hold you.
Squeeze my hand if you get scared, okay? So I'll know and I'll hold you.
Breed interbreed with them. There has to be hybrids in order for their species to be able to thrive. Are you scared yet? No, are you scared? No.
He looks scared.
They both look scared. But if he said, if he's scared, I got one blanket though.
He's hoping he's scared.
Yeah, if you're scared, I'll hold you.
But we got to share
Yeah, we're going to have to share that blanket.
things.
I'm waiting for the banjo music to go like JR says. They said, do I hear banjo music? I think there's some banjo music about to start. They about to harmonize.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Breed interbreed with them. There has to be hybrids in order for their species to be able to thrive. Are you scared yet?
Are you scared yet?
He's hoping. Doesn't he sound
No, are you
hoping?
scared?
No. No. Why are you asking me?
Is he looking directly at the camera?
Why are you asking me if I'm scared?
Yeah. Right after we talk about mate, look how flushed his cheeks are getting.
No, I'm not. I'm brave. Leave me
Making me
alone.
snort.
No.
No.
He said, no, me
I'm
either.
not scared. You're scared.
Me, you're scared. I'm not scared. You're scared. Hold my hand.
We're all scared at this point.
Hold my hand. JR says, do I hear a banjo? I think you do. They're gonna be banjoing. Javier's laughing. JR's laughing.
Shadow Cracker Jay's laughing at JR.
Oh yeah.
War Chief says deliverance. Oh my.
Oh my.
Melissa says it's called bareback.
It
Mountain.
is.
Oh,
It
no.
is. It's getting there.
Graybeard's laughing.
This guy should have turned around a long time ago.
He's back at the camp.
At that pheromone
Yeah.
pheromone
Situation.
thing.
He should have
He
said,
should just
I'm
walked
done.
off.
I'm done. We'll send somebody else.
They should have punched him and walked off. He said, I ain't like that, bro.
I should have had a choice.
I should have had a
I
choice.
was not fully knowledgeable.
You didn't. You did. You took advantage. What are you saying?
Ooh, I bet that hurt.
Minnesota Bigfoot research team, scientific
Yeah.
research. This is their scientific research.
And look, they're talking about. Never mind. I won't even go there.
And it actually looks like a fairy flying around out here in the background.
Is it?
Minnesota research.
We're here. Come out and play.
Oh Lord, if that ain't creepy.
Oh my goodness. This is
I think is that a gap? It's okay if it's a gap, but I wasn't sure if it might be
probably
food. I almost
Oh,
had food
no.
in my teeth the other day before we got on camera.
this is like, oh my
But that was
goodness.
creepy. That looked like a scene from a
Brokeback Mountain Deliverance. Like
wrong turn.
wrong turn kind of thing going on. Where she said, Mama told me not to come out here. Mama said, don't you go. Don't you go. Don't you go. He said, that's just a little lunch left over. He had some raccoon or squirrel on the road.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? What
They know, but he has got a weird grin.
he's got a weird grin, and that whole little thing was just weird right
And
there.
who's he talking to? Is the cameraman in front of him?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Who's he talking to grinning like that? Oh, we gotta back that up. We gotta back that one
Now
up.
we got Pops doing gibberish.
Gibberish. He's talking Bigfoot.
He's in the middle of a mental institution.
This is their scientific team,
This
their
is the-
scientific research. Scientific research.
Oh, come out and play.
No idea.
And
What
he's
he's
serious. And he's
What he's
serious.
saying, no idea what that would mean to them.
He's serious too.
Wow.
That was a serious like
Oh yeah, he's. Yeah.
oh my goodness. Scott said that was just a little lunch left over.
Trucker 17's laughing. Graybeard says that fake bravado would disappear in an instant if he saw anything. You're right about
You're
that.
right. He would throw the other kid underneath the bus.
JR says he's a happy motorcycle rider. Got the bug in the teeth.
Yeah.
War Chief says he saved that nibble for later. T to the D's laughing. Trader 17 says, love the expression of the interviewer, Gold.
It is. He's like,
Gray,
I think I made the wrong decision coming up with these guys.
Graybeard says, sad that such mental instability is comedy gold. It is, but there you go. War Chief says he's showing his IQ.
He is.
So now these four guys are trapped between this one saying, come out and play, and Pop's going, and then this man. You know, that would be the last. That was actually, he's got some lung capacity, but he started getting a little weak there at the end. But he held out longer than most of them do.
Mhm.
We don't recommend doing this. And I sure wouldn't have my ear to the parabolic when they're doing that yelling.
No, and this is their scientific research.
This is your scientific research.
And you'll see this on other Bigfoot channels all over the place. They're all doing the same thing. And they're calling it research. And they're just doing what the other channels show them to do.
Now the next part's funny what they say.
Dylan.
They're not going to give out their position. They know we're here.
Do they? How could they know you were there?
How could they know?
Possibly. How
Possibly.
could they possibly?
You got 12 people screaming, pops over there jibber jabbering. You got a camera
Smelling
crew.
like orangutan.
You got orangutan breath. Breath. How could they possibly know that you're out there?
I believe they know we're here.
I think they know. I think they know.
He says, I felt like somebody was watching us last time we were here.
And we were doing the same thing, only louder.
This is not our style of tracking.
This is not this is what people should not do. And these guys are
War Chief says, Mo, Larry, Curly, and Shane.
it is.
Scott says, this reminds me of a bunch of guys going out and making a movie based on whatever they can think of at the time. Look,
Yeah.
Scott, for real, when we watched this, and there was a certain point in it where I said to him, is this a satire? Is this a joke? Or are they just making fun of Bigfooters? And I had to go look it up, and it's not. It was a genuine thing, genuine people, a genuine interviewer who just traveled across the country, and it's not always about Bigfoot. He talks to all kinds of people at different festivals, but it's so ridiculous that I thought it was just a comedy after a certain point.
Yeah.
Graybeard's laughing, and War Chief says, yeah, Deliverance, Scott.
Yeah, it's based on a movie, yeah. Based on Deliverance, yeah.
There is a family group that's in here. Maybe they're thinking like, hey, whoa, what's going on? You know?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
They're thinking, we don't want that in our gene pool.
We're gonna pass that DNA up. I ain't that hungry. I'm on a diet. I'm fasting. I can't do it.
He said the only intelligent one's too skinny.
Yeah, and he's scared. We don't want that DNA either. Oh my goodness, this is.
Oh, and we forgot to point out at some point his shirt was untucked too. Right after that other one said, "Are you scared?"
Yeah, that's.
In the next scene, his shirt was kind of untucked.
Yeah, like, wait
the
a
guy
minute.
with the tie, and we're like,
Did you
his hair
hold
was jacked up. And we're like, what happened
What
between those two scenes?
They're smart.
Well, you know,
They're smarter than you.
smarter than you. Okay, yeah, let's put it at that. It's not
They
that
go,
they're
"They're
smart.
smart."
It's just in comparison.
Let's go bang on a tree with a stick.
That'll fool them. That'll trick them.
That'll trick them.
They're not going to give out their position. They know we're here. If there's a family group that's in here, maybe they're thinking like, hey, whoa, what's going on? You know? They're smart.
I get a feeling.
Minnesota.
Says that a lot. Hey, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah.
So he thinks they do.
Bigfoot's going, man, these guys are outsmarting us. They are outsmarting us today. Oh my goodness. And you see that manly wood knock? If you're going to wood knock the tree down. You know, make it sound like this is my territory. Don't make it sound like, and I don't mean this bad about girls, but don't, if you're guys out there, don't beat the tree like you're a feminine, weak-wristed kind of person. Knock the tree down. You know, use something to be threatening.
Not a tap.
Yeah.
A little love
What's going
tap.
on? You know? They're smart.
Minnesota Bigfoot Research Team.
They know we're here. Most of the time, they know we're here. That's what.
Yeah, let's see.
Shadow Tracker Jay says, we're wondering what's going on.
Yeah.
Your Chief says, there's Tweety Bird.
There's Tweety Bird. That old
Tweety
pop.
Bird.
Pop.
Scott says the hit of the video is the black clip-on tie. War Chief says translucent behind him.
Yeah, there was.
Tracker 17 says, you're right, War Chief. T to the D says, yep, to his left.
Yeah.
Shadow Tracker J says, don't hit it with your JR says it was a love tap. The same thing I said.
It was a love tap. That's what they're hitting it like. Oh my, and it get worse. It gets worse.
We try to keep on switching it up and switching it up. What we're doing is he did 2 knocks. Now that we're going back.
Hold on.
They know we're here. Most of the time, they know we're here. That's why we try to keep on switching it up and switching it up. What we're doing is he did 2 knocks. Now that we're going back farther and deeper, when I do 3 knocks, it's like kind of like Morse code. I get.
He's like, we do 1, then 2, then 3. We'll go all the way up to 9. We'll go as high as we can count, and then we'll start back over. And then he says, is that kind of like Morse code? Again, with a question mark, like,
yeah.
Look at the look on his face, like, is it? You know?
Tell us what the Morse code means. It just, every flash in the Morse code, it means something. So they said, well, it's kind of like, Morse code.
It'd be kind of like me going into LA knowing some random gang signs, but not knowing what any of them mean and just throwing them up. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. You're going to get shot. And this guy here's already got his clothes untucked.
Sometimes they know we're here. That's why we try to keep on switching it up and switching it up. What we're doing is he did 2 knocks. Now that we're going back farther and deeper, when I do 3 knocks, it's like kind of like Morse code.
You don't know? You got that look like it's kind of like Morse code.
Like, didn't they say like 99% monkey?
And you can't mate with him, he said. He said, who's to say we can't?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say I can't? I mean, we can't.
We can't. I mean, they can't. Because I did get this.
I mean, my friend. My
friend got it. I have a friend. I have a friend who got it.
War Chief says BR549. T to the D says her ha. War Chief says give it to Mikey Healy. I remember those.
Don't give it to Mikey.
J is laughing at War Chief.
It's kind of like Cole.
Timu Trejo.
Yeah, that's Trejo. Randy, what's his name?
What's his name? The actor.
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo. That's a Timu Danny Trejo right there.
Timu. Yeah, that's a generic.
I guess you could say. Are you ready for this, Andrew? Yes. Should I be scared?
Wait a minute. Did he say, are you ready for this?
Yep.
What's that mean? I'll be like, what's that mean?
By now he needs to be asking, what does that mean?
What's that mean? Everything should be, what's that mean?
Smart himself.
What's that mean? He goes, should I be scared? Sweetheart, there's nothing to be
Only
scared
the first
about. Don't be scared, sweetie. Don't be scared, sweetie. Hold my hand.
Yeah, what we're doing is he did 2 knocks. Now that we're going back farther and deeper, when I do 3 knocks, it's like kind of like Morse code. I guess you could say. Are you ready for this, Andrew? Yes. Should I be scared? There's nothing to be scared of.
Oh my goodness.
Just the way he says these weird lines.
He's like, hope nothing to be scared of, sweetie.
The cameraman's got to want to laugh.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how he's staying quiet.
I left a long time ago. I said, you on your own, man. I ain't going out there. I ain't no worse.
War
one
Chief
more step.
says, be very scared. There's no one to help you.
Yeah.
This bunch.
You be very, there's reason to be scared. This guy's looking at you like.
Shadow Tracker Jay says, I would be scared if I was in the dark with that man. At this point, he's scarier than the
He's scarier than Bigfoot. This guy, like, he got intentions. He said, I smell those pheromones, and who's to say we can't mate with.
Who's to say? Don't knock it till you try it.
How far are we out?
Did 2 knocks.
Did you tell anybody you were coming here?
Yeah, did you?
I'm just wondering.
Did you leave any messages? Would anybody miss you?
When I do 3 knocks, it's like kind of like Morse code. I guess you could say. Are you ready for this, Andrew? Yes.
Wait. He said, are you ready for this?
For this, Andrew?
And then he goes, should I be scared? He said, no, sweetie.
No.
No, there's nothing to be scared of, sweetie.
Don't be scared. You
Don't
got
be
this
scared.
guy circling around, getting back behind him there.
Yeah, where's the other guy? Where'd the other guy go?
Yeah, we're doing. He did 2 knocks. Now that we're going back farther and deeper when I do 3 knocks. It's kind of like Morse code, I guess you could say. Are you ready for this, Andrew?
Should I be scared?
It's nothing to be scared of.
Oh, somebody just, he's going to break a nail hitting that like that. Oh, we can already see who's going to be the man. That knock just gave it away. That knock just gave it away. No. Like I said, if you're a wood knock, you knock that tree down. You let everybody around. You let these guys know, I will knock this tree down. I will knock you down.
Oh, no.
But don't go out there like you're going to break a nail if you hit this tree.
Oh, no.
Oh, this guy.
War Chief, you better delete that comment. Not that we don't understand, but you better remove that one.
He hit that tree like you didn't mean to hit it.
And deeper when I do 3 knocks. It's kind of like Morse code, I guess you could say. Are you ready for this, Andrew?
Should I be scared?
It's nothing to be scared of.
Oh no!
He's like, that's it. That's all you got.
No, he's going. I like that knock. I like the way
There'll
you
be
knock.
there'll be no.
He said, I
On
like
level.
that knock. That knock's talking. Gabriel said he'd be using Morris code, not Morris code. Morris's code. Yeah, he's like, who's Morris? There's Morris. Morris is in the trees. Oh.
We better not read that one.
T to the D. Graybeard laughing. Shout out Cracker J. You guys are cracking me up.
Cracker17 says, Shadow Cracker J, if I was with that man, I'd leave him behind and walk out of there. LOL.
Yeah.
War Chief says, I'm sorry, tree.
I'm sorry, Tree. I didn't mean to hit you. I didn't mean to hit you.
Yeah, that's what it was like, wasn't it?
And then he looks over his shoulder.
Matter of fact, I said that earlier today. It looked like he didn't want to hurt the tree.
Yeah, I didn't want to hurt the tree. Then he kind of looks over his shoulder like, is anybody looking
How was
at
that?
me? Anybody looking at me the way I'm?
Is he fully, is he all in now?
And I don't
Is he
even really.
crossed over?
After he knocks, he looks over his shoulder, but he has that kind of look over the shoulder kind of look like, who's looking? Who are you looking at me?
And deeper when I do 3 knocks. It's kind of like Morse code, I guess you could say. Are you ready for this, Andrew?
Should I be scared?
It's nothing to be scared of. Oh, you hear that?
Pops, is that you? Pops, come on. Somebody put a light on Pops. You hear
What was
that?
noise? What was that noise?
What was that noise? That reminds me.
Pops!
Pops. Somebody put a light on Pops and he's over there. Rah, 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 that's me. Rah, 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 rah. Pops, don't do that to them, man. Pops over there in the dark by himself. Rah, 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 rah.
They don't want Pops jeans either.
Oh no. What is that?
Well, the little
Oh,
girl
you hear that?
Sasquatch might
You hear that? He said, what did I entice? What does hell knocks mean? What did I do? His eyes tell it all. He's like, well, I'm in the wrong place.
Out of here.
I'm in the wrong place.
I'm trapped between an imbecile and a insane man.
And I don't even want to. And he's holding the microphone. I'm going to leave that one alone. Anyway. But the look on his face, like,
What is going
what did those knocks mean? Because it's got Pops going crazy over there. The pheromone guy's filming me. Cameraman's laughing. Oh, there we go.
Graybeard says, "Is that guy a Pentecostalist Bigfooter?"
Yeah.
I remember my sister one time.
Mormon.
It was her first experience in a Pentecostal church, but this one was a spooky one. I know some wonderful Pentecostals, but this one was a creepy one. Not a lot of good people in it. And she was trapped between one woman screaming and laughing on her right, and the other woman was screaming and crying on her left. And she came out of there so terrified. And that's the look. That's the look right there that she had on her face. War Chief says they're trying to intentionally scare that poor cameraman. Shadow Dragger Jay's laughing. War Chief says BR549.
Back.
JR says an attempt at samurai lingo. Yes, that's what he's doing. He's trying to gibberish. Melissa says, LOL, that guy's look is priceless.
He's like, where am I at?
To the D
Why
says,
am I out?
"Dang."
Why am I out here in Brokeback Mountain with these guys? Wrong turn. I took a wrong turn somewhere.
I took a wrong sniff, a wrong turn.
Wrong sniff, wrong turn, wrong conversation about making anything.
Yeah, a wrong assignment.
If this guy's talking about he can mate with a orangutan or ape, what else is he thinking about? Stop it. Stop it, Pops. Come on, Pops. Pops is just going crazy out there. He wasn't. Yeah, the Woody. These guys are, I don't.
The Bigfoot research team.
Oh, there's
Lord,
the
it's
banjo.
crossed over.
There's the banjo. Both of them singing together. One of them
He's like, if I don't, you know, kind of like you got to play along just to be able to get out of there safely.
Yeah.
He's like, okay,
Whatever
will cause this night to end.
He said, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Oh.
Or he's probably saying, help.
Hey!
If we get loud enough, they'll send help.
The other one's a call. The other one's saying, help!
War Chief says, I mean, the tree.
Yeah,
Graybeard says,
the tree.
This crew could.
Draco 17 says, scientific research.
Yeah, exactly. Graybeard says, this crew could scare the foot.
Yeah, I think they are.
Shadow Tracker. Or we were talking earlier, they're probably surrounding in the darkness, just chewing on pine nuts, watching this nonsense.
It said, don't eat those people.
Graybeard, let's see. Shadow Tracker J says, Tracker 17, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
Graybeard says, don't eat them, they're insane.
Don't eat them, they're insane. They're holding.
Melissa says, Stockholm Syndrome.
He's, I'm going to blend in.
War Chief says, harmonizing deliverance. Yeah.
It is. They even had a banjo singing in that movie. Both of them harmonizing.
No.
Now these guys are harmonizing. But I think the cameraman's saying, help.
Minnesota Bigfoot research team.
He wants to be sure people know because he's so proud.
Help.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah, we're going to watch
We'll
just
stop it there, I think.
No,
right?
we're going to watch just a little bit about this because we want to show you where they're at.
But we got to skip the kids
And-
with the filthy mouths.
Yeah, and where they found
These people.
these people.
It's been a crazy
no.
year. 2020, right? I was beginning to lose my mind. So I drove my camper van as far north as I could. I stumbled across a small town with a secret too big to hide. So I hit the streets to find some answers and figure out what the hell is going on and
Look at the name of the town, and we'll leave it at that.
We're going to leave it at that.
Would
This
you
is-
stop in a town like that and go out in the woods?
Even if I was about out of gas, let's keep going.
With your
we'll make it
Napoleon Dynamite looking self.
all clean cut, going out through there with nice shiny shoes, dressed real prime and proper. And he said, I'm gonna stop in this town and see what I find. And he found those
some
guys
characters
who said, let's go out in the woods, young man.
I can teach you everything you need to know.
Let's here smell these pheromones before we go out. You
Let me go first.
You know, who says we can't
Don't waste them. Don't waste them.
Who says we can't mate with chimpanzees, or who says we can't? Now they'll attempt that, and they're taking you deep in the woods to go sing,
serenade the Bigfoot,
and serenade. Oh my goodness, we're gonna leave it at this one, and we're gonna get it back on.
Turn the lights back on.
We're gonna,
yeah, you get the point.
Yeah, you get, especially where they found these guys. This is not where you want to make your stop. I would say we're gonna know. They're like, we're almost out of gas. Well, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna make it to the next stop for sure.
Get out and push, cameraman.
Yeah, cameraman, you're gonna be pushing today. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe this needs to be done. No.
Is it zoomed?
No, it shouldn't be.
What are you doing that for?
Here, let me. Just 1 second. Oh, there we go. Still kind of, I think we can work with it. Yeah.
Yep. JR says, Bigfoot choir boys.
Hold on. Oh, that's where we're. Organizing deliverance. Yeah, Bigfoot choir boys.
Shadow Tracker J says, oh my.
This is about the town. The name of the town where
Warchief
found
says,
these
oh
people.
my.
Oh my. Oh my, come up quite a bit.
Warchief says, another name for deliverance, Reamer. Because I started to put up a definition and Jerry's like, they'll know what it means.
They'll know what it means.
Shadow Tracker J says exactly. Oh wait, no. Graybeard says, "Wow, that was hilarious and so wrong at the same time." That's a good description. Shadow Tracker J says exactly. Graybeard. Warchief says, "You wouldn't have missed this for anything." Graybeard says, "True." P to the D says, "That's good." We're stopping it here, right?
That's good. That's good.
Tracker 17 says, "Far out. I haven't laughed this hard for weeks." That was funny, Jerry. Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Same thing for us. Once we seen that, we were like, oh my, okay. It makes perfect sense now. It makes perfect sense now.
We're gonna go and say our prayer and let everybody go and have good dreams tonight. Lord, thank you that we can spend this time together laughing and learning at the same time and being able to teach. And Lord, we do. I don't know what to pray for them, but keep that young man safe and the cameraman safe, and help them to maybe be more selective of who they go out into the middle of the woods with, Lord, if they do it again. This video reached 4.7 million people, Lord, but hopefully it was so ridiculous that nobody will do these things, and they'll think it was just a comedy and they won't really try to do these things, Lord. We love you. Thank you for our teams. Thank you for our viewers, and just thank you for it all, Lord. We love you. In the name of Jesus, name of Yeshua, amen.
Amen.
All right.
Ooh, so don't do what they were doing.
Any of it, none of it.
Don't go out.
No sniffing.
No sniffing.
No hollering.
When people are talking like that, like, taking you out in the woods and talking about mating with animals and stuff, turn around, go back into town,
wanting to use you for bait.
make sure you gas up and keep going.
And you know, it's something we talked about earlier today was he wanted to use this for the Bigfoots because he said it's enticing to them. And we were talking about, yes, it's enticing to beasts.
Yeah.
But to normal, healthy man, that's not an enticing thing. Man and beast shouldn't be mixing. And that alone right there tells you normal man's not drawn to the scent of blood or blood pheromones. They're kind of repulsed by it. And this is why natives the women would have to go to a certain area. That's just not a man thing. You understand where we're going with that, and so that tells you they're not supposed to mix like that.
Also, we've been at what we call Trap Pond, and we're going to be taking our trackers there. But at this same area, there were feminine products laid out there because that is a hot zone for predators or predator Bigfoots. So people do use that to try to track these things in. So, especially with the women, if you have that time, don't be out there. Don't be tracking out there. Don't be out in the woods.
And don't hide it from your team members if you start when you're out there. That did actually happen to us once, but fortunately the people that we were with, she let us know so that we could close that track and just do it, reschedule for another time. You don't want to be out there during that time. So teach your daughters and your granddaughters, for yourself. And if anybody tries to get you to be bait by getting you to use your products or asking you for your products, that's your smell that you're giving to them. Think about it.
When they come in, they know you.
They're going to be looking for you.
They're looking for you. Not for those guys out there hiding in the woods or tracking them somewhere far off that left you.
And really, even let's say you're out there camping at night, you don't even want to be going outside to go to the restroom at night. Do that. You're going to need to do that in your tent. Don't get yourself in a vulnerable position with your pants down out in the woods after dark. You're going to need to seal that up in something and dispose of it in daylight. So,
that this camera looks tilted, but on here it looks straight. So, I guess
we don't know.
Okay, so everybody have a great night.
Everybody's saying, let's see. We'll read just a couple more real quick after the prayer. We've got amens, and then T to the D says, see that no man deceive you. Yes. War Chief Tracker C says, no whistling. Yep. JR says, amen and good night all. War Chief says, love y'all. Good night all. Judy Wheeler sending love and prayers. I said, God bless and good rest. Tracker 17 says, amen. Still laughing and learning hard. War Chief says, this has been a blast. Shadow Tracker J says, good night, my brothers and sisters. And War Chief says, adios. And Shadow Tracker J says, thank you for making me laugh. You made us laugh too.
Yeah.
We love y'all. And to the new people, glad you're here too. Thank you.
And hopefully,
come back again.
We're going to have that interview with the top researcher, or he claims that he is the top researcher. Dr. Squatch. Dr. Squatch. Hopefully we can get him on and
I think it's Pennsylvania something, Bigfoot something.
We've all ran across these kind.
So, and that is because he is so top
notch, important, knows everything.
He may try to charge. Some people do. They want to charge to come, to appear, and we're not. We can't, and we wouldn't anyway.
I couldn't see him doing that. Just
no. We'll see. But if he does, then we're not going to have him on. But if he wants to come on free, then we will have him on, and we will talk.
Okay.
We'll talk to you later.
Good night and God bless. Good rest and God bless.
we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. Y'all say a prayer.